By Idea from all the way from TZ on the song known as Tepe. This is a Rhythm Scoop Show on the Black Network Media for the 21st century on the 5th day of the month of November, the year 2021. Thank you so much for joining us on the broadcast where we get to discuss art, entertainment, culture, and trending and topical news from across the continent of Africa as we get to update you on what is happening from the north, the east, the south, the west, and everywhere else in between. This is the Rhythm Scoop Show. My name is Spikes, alongside my co-host Karen Zobi.
Karibuni sana right here on the Rhythm Scoop Show on the Black Network Media for the 21st century. We hope that you've had a fantastic weekend as we bring you amazing broadcasts from the Pan-African Bliss, African Diary, 54 Correspondent, the Africa Today Show, and of course the Rhythm Scoop Show itself. And we are wishing you a happy weekend as we get into the weekend vibes. This is the Rhythm Scoop Show. It's all about entertainment, art, and culture as we say all about it. And of course, today we have amazing, wonderful vibes we are bringing up onto you as you interact with us on our social media handles. We are on Facebook, on Twitter, and also on Instagram. You can also give us a call, +254 754 402 730. My name is Joby. Karibuni sana.
Yes, karibuni sana to our show for today. I hope your Friday is good and your weekend is approaching well. And yeah, karibuni sana to our show. My name is Kate.
We are excited that you are with us on the broadcast, and it's always a delight to have you listening in. Remember, on our social media platform, we are on Twitter at BlackWatchFire, and there are so many things that are get to happen on a Friday as people get to plan for their weekends. Last week we were talking about leisure management and ways in which people can get to use their free time over the weekends. And today we shall also be highlighting a little bit about that. But before then, we won't get back into music. We do have some more wonderful vibes lined up for you. This is Chris Kaiga and Kahush. We do hope that you can get to And that is the one and only Kahush, and the name of the jam is Must Go, featuring Chris Kaiga, and it's always jamming right here on the Rhythm Scoop Show with the Blackwood Fan Network Media for the 21st century, being on a Friday. I hope that everyone is feeling optimistic and excited that the weekend is here. At least you get some time to breathe. There is a couple of things happening this particular weekend. One of them happens to be the Flames Talent Show that is supposed to go down tomorrow. From for tomorrow at we shall be looking at 4 talent, and we are hoping that we shall be getting a real African rapping and singing talent, and we shall be sharing that with you on the official website, which is www.blackwoodfirenetwork.com/live stream. Once you are on the live stream page, you will be able to see what is going down this particular weekend. And apart from that, there are a couple of other things are going on. But before we get to update you with that, we also do have a new music coming up, and this is by the one and only Calligraph Jones. He has actually put together a new music project. It's known as the Invincible Currency. And Calligraph Jones never disappoints. It's a 17-track project, and these tracks will be fire, back to back. And we are hoping that we shall also be getting to share with you those projects once they do get to drop. Once while they are still brand new, we hope we shall be able to bring you that. One day I would hope maybe perhaps to interview Calligraph Jones. He seems like he knows actually what he is doing, and he is one of the artists who is really, really talented and focused in the industry. You remember sometimes back he did a project known as the Audibets, the Ordinary Talent. And I don't know if Keto Joby remembers this particular one. Did you know of any artist, any friend of yours, or any artist that tried the Audi talent?
Actually I have a jam called for my friend who tried the Ordinary Challenge.
Yeah, and they all saying, I think they were given was it 500k to number one, and they were given either 500k or 300k to the Audibet to the Ordinary Talent. And which was bringing together all artists from across the 254, giving them an opportunity to spit bars and also to show their prowess when it comes to making hip hop music. I do not know if the one who won has made any music. I will be looking forward to know whomever won, and if perhaps they were able to make any music. But I do know when it comes to supporting a real talent, Calligraph Jones has been involved in bringing up talent. And I think even when it comes to comparison, there are people who have compared Calligraph Jones to the likes of Octopizzo. I know Octopizzo is also talented in his own way, but I have not seen Octopizzo engaging young and upcoming talent in the way Calligraph Jones has. And therefore, he has also signaled that he is also be doing an installation of part 2 of that Ordinary Talent. And Audibet is also the premier sponsor on that particular project. So it's bound to even be bigger and better than the first Ordinary Talent that was conducted by the Kenyan rapper Calligraph Jones, who has been in the industry for a very, very long time. He has his own music label. He's known as Blueprint. It's known as Blueprint. If I'm not mistaken, that's it, Blueprint. And it's actually based in the Eastlands, part of Nairobi. And there are also other projects coming up. I remember there was one artist that was signed by Calligraph Jones, who was very, very promising, but he actually had I think he had an accident, and then he passed on. But rest in peace to him. We shall be jamming some of the music later as we proceed. But like I said, today we are all about talent, entertainment, and also getting to update you what is happening in other parts of the continent of Africa. We shall be focusing on Lagos. Lagos is really the place to be. Personally, if I ever get the opportunity to go to Nigeria, I would have to go to Lagos and Abuja. These are two beautiful cities where you find everything happening, and the culture is very, very vibrant in those two places, Nigeria and Abuja. So we shall be talking about the Fashion Week in Abuja and Nigeria. We also do have other interesting stories and updates from Kate and Joby right here, but that is right after the short music break. I will get back to jamming. The name of this particular one is this is a Balance by the one and only Yashinsky.
Okay,
one and only Nyashinsky. The name of the song is Balance. We hope that you go to enjoy that particular jam and that you're glad to be with us, like we are enjoying your company right here with the Rhythm Scoop Show on the Blackwood Fan Network Media for the 21st century. It's actually 21 minutes past 3 p.m. right here in Nairobi, and the weather is also looking a little bit warm today at 20 degrees, 26 degrees Celsius. Perhaps later on it might rain. I am not sure. It seems like it would actually rain a little bit later on. But being on the 5th day of the month of November in year 2021, I was just saying that it's just a few days left, and you might look into your calendar and realize just 1 month to just a few more days into the festivities. I do not know what Kate and Joby perhaps might be planning for this particular holiday. I would just like to indulge them and knowing what are your aspirations for this upcoming holiday, which is a December holiday.
Oh, well, for me, I'm not a celebrating type of person, even the Christmas days. I think it is a normal day for me, but
June.
Yeah, we'll
December, not Chris.
I know. I'm just saying. I'm not a hyped up person when it comes to holidays. I'm just easy with it, and I'm looking forward also to go to Tanzania, which we hope so. Yeah, that's all I can say.
Yeah, me, I'm just waiting. I'm just cool and waiting to see what will happen during the festivities. I've not planned anything, but I know.
With the flow.
I know kid got us.
You're going with the flow, and that is what's going down. It seems like no one really has a plan that is getting them exited. But nonetheless, I do hope that everyone is excited that we're heading to a particular month where people get to ease up a bit and even take a break, because the year has been fast, and of course with the COVID-19 there has been so many things going on. Some people being kicked out of their houses, other people just getting laid off at work, other people closing down their businesses. But in every other situation that you are finding yourself in, please remember to be thankful, because nothing is permanent. And people ought to remember that these things are really not permanent. But before we get into our main topic for the day, which is fashion in Lagos and fashion on the continent of Africa, I wanted to share with us some wonderful insights when it comes to entertainment field. When it comes to when it comes to entertainment on the continent of Africa, we do have Nollywood, and Nollywood is Nigeria's film industry. It's like you can have also it's an equivalent of Hollywood, but now in Nigeria. So they have also started venturing into horror films, and which is something we shall be looking up to, because what you have been used to see in Afro cinema, and Afro cinema is just mostly drama. It's mostly drama, but now you see a lot of shenanigans.
I want to see that one, because in those movies they act. It's like there is a horror in them, because when we
the
see
sounds
the
sounds,
and the ghosts and everything, and
literally me growing up, because sometimes I couldn't watch the Nigerian movies, because sometimes zinabamba, they're really inciting? They're really inciting, but again they're really scary, because
you're saying exciting.
I don't know.
Inciting,
like an exciting way, but it's inciting, It's like inakuvutia tu uende uone.
Enticing.
Enticing. Is it the word? Enticing. That is the word. Thank you for correction. So I'm saying that me growing up, I can't differentiate how they're going to do this horror movie the same way Kate is saying, and the kind of normal movies that we're used to, because every time you're gonna see a ghost pop up, and you could be
from nowhere and some smoke.
Yeah, and you're scared.
There's always some smoke, and you're trying to
remember like the clip you are playing for me, the clip whereby they were saying that it's either you run here in 10 minutes or this other lady is going to marry me, then kaboom, it's a prank, it's usually so messed up. So
that's how it goes, and of course we are actually looking forward to seeing this new film. And of course, I do know that the Nigerian people are really talented. We do have a new film which is known as Living in Bondage, Blood Money, and the one that is under, and behind this particular project is CJ Obasi, who is working very, very hard to keep Nollywood horror alive. And of course, this particular film is it explores themes of blood sacrifices, because that is popular in Nigeria, and in which a witty feminine fatal blockbusters, Karishika, Neka, and Pretty Summit, and they also do explore Christianity in the ultimate power, and also another movie known as The End of the Wicked. And to the they have been talking about the difficulties in making this particular genre because it's not as popular in Nigeria. In Nigeria, people have seen enough things to scare them even in real life. So you not even have to have a movie horror to scare you because even life itself is scary in some areas.
But it could be because if you remember us speaking of is it as Tanzanian movies? I don't know how they're called, but we were speaking of Shumi later. One of the African movies that
was it a horror movie?
It was that was produced from in Tanzania, which was really scary. Personally, I never got to watch. It's the same way the way Kate was saying and Keith that they did get to watch the film about this guy from Uganda who was eating people. Yeah, so I do believe Africa in a way it has the capabilities. That's sometimes we don't see our abilities to do something, and we tend to put negative thoughts into it. Like you're doing this, but you're like, is it going to sell? You know, is it going? Are people going to love it, or how is it going to come up? You know. So I think it's the matter of us believing in ourselves within. You know, with every ability that we put in and every effort that we put in.
We also do have a lot of creative people on the continent. And I was talking about this CJ Obasi. CJ Obasi has also been involved in a project that he was calling Ojuju. In Ojuju, a zombie movie, and a thriller set in Nigeria to the Afro-futuristic appeal of Hello and Rain, released in 2018. Obasi always trying to use horror and to examine social plights and conditions. For Juju and Hello Rain, these conditions are safe, drinking water for public use and demystifying Juju respectively. There's a whole lot of Juju displayed on these particular projects, and they're just pushing the witchcraft. The charms. It's called a charm. It's a potion, or you can also call it a charm. But I think maybe there is a market for that. I do not strongly believe that it's as big as a market as like for drama and all these other genres of a film. But nonetheless, maybe perhaps he should continue doing that and see if people get to embrace it at the end of the day. But nonetheless, we shall be taking a short music break, and when we come back, we shall be giving you more wonderful updates from around the continent having to do with entertainment. Being on a Friday, this is a Rhythm Scoop Show, and of course, this is Rema on the jam known as Starboy.
When
and that is the one and only Rema featuring Alpha. The name of the song is Starboy. We hope that you are jamming with us right here on the Rhythm Scoop Show as we get to put you on the good vibe on what is happening in the entertainment industry, as well as other areas of news and updates that we have lined up for you right here on the Black Financial Media for the 21st century. Talking about West Africa, we do have some wonderful new music coming up, and of course this is a new album also. I had updated you about the album by Calligraph Jones, but we also do have a West African artist. He goes by the name Ladipo, and he has new music out. He has a new album. It's known as Providence. And what happens in the Nigerian music industry is there is a whole lot of competition. You might think that you are going to pop up any other minute, but you might be struggling even for like even 10 or 20 years. You know.
Actually, I was saying in the morning that sometimes we tend to see that Kenyans, we don't support our own people. But if you can, if you guys can remember, and I'm sorry to Seppo, if you are watching, he said, you remember us asking him if he does listen to Amapiano music, and he said no, he doesn't listen to that kind of music. But I was like, okay, it's not even a matter of listening. We've seen, we Kenyans and maybe other countries, we love South African, you know, production and the way they do their music. So I was saying, it's not only in Kenya, but I think if you go to each and every African country or each country, there's how they tend to support other artists from other countries than their own people. I mean, there's a lot of competition, yes, within, but the support most comes from the outside. I don't know if you can relate personally, that is the truth.
I think for Tanzania, Tanzania is a bit different because Tanzania listens to their own music. They really love to hear their own music.
And they don't, because if you look in the likes of them, actually the updates have been updated. Right? If you look at the likes of the views of the music, most of the views for Diamond, Harmonize, they most come from Kenya.
They are coming from Kenya because Kenyans don't like to listen to their own music. They listen to other people's music. In Tanzania, they are listening to their own music.
If you're telling me Tanzania is different, then the views are supposed to be coming from TZ, right?
No, they are not supposed to be TZ. You know, in Kenya, the internet is cheaper. When it comes to it's a little bit cheaper. More people are able to access the internet and other the devices a little bit much better. You'll find that in Kenya, the penetration levels of the internet is a little bit higher. So you imagine that for a Kenyan artist, when you look at, for example, the numbers of our subscribers people do have, we do have an artist like Diamond himself. We also do have an artist like Zuchu. Zuchu came up on the other day, and she got a whole lot of support from her people. Now she has over 1 million subscribers. In Kenya, we don't have any artist having over 1 million subscribers. Even Saudi Soul themselves, they don't have the 1 million subscribers. But you will imagine, because now we are here and you have better internet penetration in our own country, we will be supporting these artists. It doesn't happen like that. But anyway, we do have Ladipo. He has new music, and the name of the project is Providence. Of course, he was nominated for the BET sometimes back for the best international flow, and he is a Ghanaian rapper that has been aggressing his fans with hit after hit. And right now, we shall be playing a little bit of a snippet of a new jam, which is known as A Feeling, which is actually featuring Buju right here on the Black Financial Media for the 21st century. Let us know what you think about this one.
Like Moses part of the Red Sea, like a chauffeur, me in the back of the Bentley.
Yes, that is Ladipo right there with the jam is known as A Feeling. And if you're looking for Afrobeat, to add onto your playlist, please make sure you head over to your streaming platform and find the song right there. Xeno Mosquito, you're saying, hey guy, a nice jam. Thank you so much for joining us. I think one of your messages was instructed. You're saying, aspect, let the women talk them. They can go ahead and speak. They are actually also not, they will be speaking on the segment. But nonetheless, I really hope that you are doing well. Thank you so much for joining us on the broadcast. We hope that at the end of the day, you also get to learn a thing or two about African entertainment on this broadcast, because on Fridays we take it easy and we get to put you on what's new and what's popular with the African entertainment scene. We're talking about Ladipo. If you haven't heard of him yet, you should check him out. We also do have a Calligraph Jones, who also has a new project.
That's Katie's crush.
Who?
Ladipo.
Oh, Ladipo. I didn't know that. But she will be telling us about her crush a little bit later on as we proceed. So please, family, do let us know how would your rating be of that particular song out of 10. We just played you a little bit of a snippet, but at least you caught on the vibe. So I don't know, 1 out of 10, how you would be rating that particular jam. We would like to hear from you. Let us know how you feel about it. We also do have a new project, like I said, Providence by Calligraph Jones. It's 17 tracks. And out of the 17 tracks, I am sure we shall be having like a 10 bangers on that particular, even 17 of them being full bangers. That is what we are looking forward to. But we do have news and updates from Market and Zopi as well.
A lot of people actually, before we get onto the news, I think a lot of people are set to release music. I think they were waiting for that particular moment, you know, where we get into the Christmas season or the end year season, whether you want to jam, you want to get into your feelings. A lot of people are releasing music, and of course also Tanasha Donna is set to release an album. I'm not sure when, but this particular month. We also have Summer Walker. She has released her music today, her album. A lot of people, just let me say a lot of artists. And when we speak of music, I want to go back all the way to Somali. I think there's some time back when we were speaking of how countries like Somali, Eritrea, Djibouti, and even Sudan, I think I can say so. Some of the countries in Africa are not recognized when it comes to music. I don't know if it is their music that does not hit, or it doesn't make sense to other people, or I don't know what it really is. Even their own people. Invested in their music. And they don't even have proper structures. Leave alone even the matters of investing, because if me, that's what I'm saying, if you go to every country, I'm quite certain, if you stay there for quite a month and you relate to the culture of there, you find that most of the support does not come from the country itself. It comes from other countries. Now we have in Somalia this lady who goes by the name Nimco Happy. Her song has gone viral, actually international. It is an amazing song which was just put out in TikTok, but it went really viral, and she got the recognition, and it's like she was manifesting. If you listen to the lyrics, and how she was singing, she was like manifesting how she was going to go international, or how she's going to get recognized. So I think for me, that is one of the beginnings where even in countries like Djibouti, they're going to be realized and be recognized music-wise, and even talent-wise, culture-wise. As much as we are speaking of how tomorrow you're going to have a a talent show, people are going to come. Well, I'm going to come and showcase their talent. We also hope to see people like from Eritrea. If you are an Eritrean and you are in Kenya, you can pull up, show your rapping style, show your singing skills, and anything that you can do, because that is the way that you get recognition. So for me, I'm happy for Somali, for for her. She has been assigned by a certain label. I'm not sure which one it is, but they are saying that Nimco Happy, it's with this song, it is Isi Nafta, which means love you more than my life. And if there's one thing TikTok, the popular video sharing app, is, well, what they can do is they used the platform to help the lady go international. That is what they are saying. And of course, she was signed, as I said, she got a label which she was signed in. And I'm so happy for her, and I'm happy for Somali too, because that is a breakthrough where you can see that at least there is a paved way for each and every country in terms of talent and music.
But you know, talking about Somalia, I've never seen the Somalian scene.
Exactly.
Singing.
And there was where was this guy from? You remember the guy that did the World Cup theme song for 20, the one that was in South Africa? No, these are the one. What was the name of the song? When I get older, that was Somali, if I'm not mistaken. Another guy was Somali.
No, that was a good song.
And I'm saying the guy was Somali. You said you never had a Somali.
I didn't know he was Somali.
He was. His name is Kenan. His name is Kenan. He's from Somali. So you're saying you never had a Somali sing? That his name of song was waving flag.
I know. But I'm just happy for them, because that is, even if he popped out fast, at least this is a breakthrough point for ladies, because we've seen, especially in Somali, ladies being criticized. You don't go to school, you end up being, you just get to a certain age of marriage where you're not even free to expose your own talent or what you really want to do. So for Somali, I think that is a breakthrough. And not only to it, they are close to Djibouti, Ethiopia, and Eritrea, and the rest of the country also. For us, even Kenyans and the rest of the Africa, to get to know what they're really talented in. Despite not hearing the language, I believe there's a translation.
What happens eventually is that those artists get to leave their country and they go, if you hit and you get a few views and everything, you just leave Somalia and you go to whatever, England, you go to Canada, you go to whatever other nation that you want to go to, because there is not a real market there is not a real entertainment market in Somalia. I've never had any artists like you would see like let's say Beyonce saying I'm going to put up a concert in Somalia, because there is no market for that. People are so much enrolled in the chaos of the jihadists, in the chaos of the bombings and everything. And so even if you're trying to put together a concert, that is why you never hear music from Somalia, because not many people want to invest in that. As an artist, you might be trying to get even a concert of maybe 20 people. You're not able to put them together. So what good is it investing all your money in a song that will not come back with? Yeah, because of the lack of security and stability in the country. So that is why.
I understand that, but I'm just saying, if maybe in terms of in case there is peace, in the country, maybe if I believe it's like the same way in Kenya. We have a person or an organization which deals with the entertainment, right? Which is the KFCB, if I'm not wrong.
I'm sure they do have KFCBs there in Somalia, because things are crazy.
Put up an organization.
Things are crazy in Somalia, but General, mostly you're asking, has any artist managed to put out 2 albums in a year? But we do have. I think Calligraph has 2 albums this year, if I'm not mistaken. I think he might have. And Yosin says, I remember that song. That was quite a good song. Yes, it was. It was a waving flag by the Somali. His name was Kanan, but he also eventually moved to Canada. So right now he's a Canadian, and he says he told Somali, go kick rocks. That is what they told Somali. They never even give a damn about what's going on. We shall be taking a short music break, and when we come back, we do have some updates from Katie as well, letting us know what's happening.
Home is a gap for the bottom. Now we heading to the top.
This is Blackwood Fire Radio Media.
Drop loss.
Century.
Hey.
This is Blackwood Fire Radio.
Yeah. One in the street, but for the road, I got emotions. Nigga, you turn up to suicide, you got emotions. My bed so angry at me, she got emotions. Dropping the hundreds for free, I got emotions. One in the street, but for the road, I got emotions. Nigga, you turn up to suicide, you got emotions. My bed so angry at me, she got emotions. Dropping the hundreds for free, we got emotions. Sipping for death of emotions, smoking the cooking and talking. Get it for one, it's like cobra. Nigga, you torture. Paparazzi with the flash. Super Bowl son of the mask. Tryna go finish my task. Tryna fuck with the snap. Getting my money inside. Releasing my checks for cash. Dropping the ice bag. Look at my face, then you last. Boy, you so selfish and fast. Look at me after that. Big Daddy, you was so fat. One in the street, but with the road, I got emotions. Nigga, you tryna do suicide, you got emotions. My bed so angry at me, she got emotions. Took it the hundreds for free, you got emotions. One in the streets, but with the road, I got emotions. Nigga, you tryna do suicide, you got emotions. My bed so angry at me, she got emotions. Took it the hundreds for free, we got emotions. Took out the bag, we the bag up on mass. One million dollars inside, the devil your pocket and last. I speak that he never go cash. I believe I can finish the task. Every September keep big on we task. Simply they work for the blast. Every to us to be mad. But don't just take it the man. Your role should finish the verse. Don't provide the space in the drugs. We finish the rest the first. Finish the beat the soul. First we're gonna take no drugs. Hit the bite the more. One in the streets, up with the road. I got emotions. Nigga, you tryna do suicide. You got emotions. My bed so angry at me. She got emotions. Dropping the hundreds for free. We got emotions. One in the street, up with the road. I got emotions. Nigga, you tryna do suicide. You got emotions. My bed so angry at me. She got emotions. Dropping the hundreds for free. We got emotions. Straight from the bottom to the top. Shout out to my nigga Glazer.
Media, 21st century. This is Blackwood Fire Radio.
We come
is Black Frozen with the name of the jam known as Emotions. Is jamming right here
And
with
he
us.
released a new song yesterday.
Yeah, tell us about it.
Okay, I don't know much about it, but he released a new song yesterday. You should go and check it on YouTube at Black Frozen. Yeah, and he will be performing on Sunday at a Rustic Haven, yeah, around Rongai. And the event also will be happening and at around in the noon hours, and Eric Omondi will also be in the building. In case you don't know about Sunday, yeah.
I know Rustic Haven, and it's a nice spot in Rongai. It has a very very nice old school theme in Rongai, and it's very very chill. I've been there. It's not a big venue, but it's still a place to be. You know, for people who are looking for a nice spot, I think they choose a good venue for that, and it's a nice joint. General Muski, you're saying a song is banging. I really like it. That's what's going on. And also you're saying, was that a Black Rose? No, it's known as a Black Frozen, and the name of the song is Emotions. And the guy is jamming. It's jamming, and that is one of the guys that we have hosted here on the Black Hot Fire Network Rhythm Scoop Show. Was it the Expo Show?
Yeah,
sometimes back, maybe about 2 or 3 months ago. And he is doing the most. He's trying to put out events. He's also trying to push his music and also come out with new stuff. That is what he has been up to. And talking about big venues, we shall be talking about the Benin artist. She goes by the name Angelique Kidjo. If you have never heard music by Angelique Kidjo, you are actually really missing out. We know that Benin and Nigeria, you would consider them to be the same place, but we do have an artist known as Angelique Kidjo. I'm always playing her music on here, but we shall be talking a little bit about her and where she shall be performing. She will be in New York. She is actually performing there this weekend, and she is doing it big. Hi, kid.
Good morning, Spikes. I forgot lunch today, damn it.
Good morning. Good morning to you too. I hope that you're doing well.
Yeah, I'm doing well. I forgot lunch. I forgot lunch, you guys. I fell asleep. I was too damn tired. Shit.
Yeah, and I think you had even lost your voice yesterday, so you should rest your voice and also catch a bit of rest.
My voice was gone, and I forgot lunch, and I was like, man. But anyway, I'm excited about tomorrow. So, do we got anybody showing up at all, Spikes?
Yeah, we do. Like I told you yesterday, we do have about 15 people who have signed up already. So we are looking forward to having an interesting audition tomorrow. And we also hope, we have not closed the doors yet, so if anyone also would like to also add themselves on there, we had 20 people, that would be nice.
Yeah, if Katie and Joey want to put their names up and sing and vote, and you might be upset that you're going to be a judge too. They might say you're biased, but hey,
we will open the ground just for fun. We will not be part of the competition, but we will open the ground.
We'll hear Katie singing tomorrow. We'll hear Katie singing tomorrow. That's for sure. We'll hear Katie singing tomorrow.
I like to hear him sing so I can vote. I like to hear them both sing so I can vote their ass off the island.
They will not be staying on the island even for a day. You know, the next thing that as soon as they're done singing, they will be put on the deportation jet, and they will be kicked off the island.
Hate speech.
They will be kicked off the island. That's what's happening. But we do have a wonderful talent on the continent, and I was talking about Angelique Kidjo. If anyone has not heard music by Angelique Kidjo, I was saying that you are truly missing out, because she is one of the most talented artists, and she has won many Grammys. If you remember, I think back in the early 2000s, she was given the Grammy for global music.
I don't care what white people get. The Grammys is political. I don't care about no Grammys for white people. It's hard to give black people Grammys. Say, why do you need white people to balance it? Most of those Grammys are political. People that should have won the Grammys back in the day did never win them.
Like Nas.
Because it's all about political. Yeah, it's all political. They give it to the white people who try to sound black.
And I think they gave her because she married white. But I have seen her daughter, and I think that's a mixed that's a mulatto. Yeah, I think I saw her daughter, Angelique Kidjo's daughter. So probably after they gave her, they told her.
Of course, it'd be a mulatto. If she married a white man, of course, it's a mulatto child she got. But I'm saying, The Grammys is always political. Never usually goes to the best talent. It's always a political thing to promote white supremacy. They make all these institutions to support their power. And since black people idolize white people, it means something. I got a Grammy. Why should it mean something if you got an award from your own people? Now back in the day, when black people actually owned, I heard Joby about, why should we go to BET? Because BET used to be black owned, Joby. It was African owned. Not anymore. BET means Black Entertainment TV, Joby. It was owned by the Black American African. But not no more. Yeah. Not anymore.
Was that
not anymore.
Was it owned by Robert, what do you call him? Robert?
Bob Johnson.
Yeah, Bob Johnson.
Bob Johnson. Bob Johnson started his coon ass, but we were upset because it was all cooning type of shit. He couldn't get nobody to advertise on the white advertising dollars unless black people be coonish and stupid and never be. And the kind of show we do would never be allowed on BET back in the day because it was too much truth. So, but he sold out finally to Paramount for I think like $5 billion or some shit. But anyway, there's nothing but coonery on it now. But
and I think
African people, since you create all the music, you gotta validate yourself. You say, I got a Grammy, or I got an Oscar. Who cares? The music comes from you. You validate your own music. Because white people decide to give you an award. Like, she's got a Grammy award from white people. She's great now. Oh, she's awesome.
And I was just saying that I think she probably has an agenda to push, because I see on some report that she was being honored by the French. She did France honors Angelique Kidjo, and she's also married to this cave beast right there. That is the cave beast. I do see. That is a cave beast. I do
well, that's
see.
what they do. They never give it to the best talent. That's why rap was all mad at the beginning, but they would always they would never give it to the best rap talent and Grammys. They knew it was, and black people knew it was phony and skewed for political reasons. So they never. So most of the best talent never got a Grammy award because they wasn't promoting an agenda, or they wasn't backed by the white supremacists who created that. How the hell white people always they kill me? They create awards. They don't create the music, but they create the awards to get the black people who do all the creating of the music. And white and black people are like, oh, I got this Grammy. I got 5 Grammy awards. Thank you. Thank you, white man. Thank you.
That is.
He gets to judge the music. He can't create it, but he's judging you.
I actually happened to realize there's a lady who was schooling with, a lady we were in college with, and she joined the Grammy Academy, the recording academy, and she is very, very proud. She wants to throw it at everyone's face and show off that she has become
of course, exactly.
She has become
she don't have no power.
She wouldn't. No.
I'm a black person. I'm on the Grammy committee. They tell you sit down and shut up, nigga.
That is what will be going on with that. But I was just saying that she did actually marry a white.
Because right now, without a doubt, African music is the best music on the planet right now, without a doubt. The stuff you guys be playing with the rap, like that champion thing, that is one awesome ass jam. I'm like, damn, that shit's good. I mean, it's good as hell. It's good. But mostly, some of the stuff is bad too. I don't tell you guys, but a lot of stuff is just really, really outstanding. So. And a lot of stuff coming from Kenya. I'm like, wow, this stuff is awesome. It is above reproach. It is just, I'm like, wow, that's Kenya. That shit's awesome. But it's not getting the kind of microphone out in the world because it's coming from Kenya. But African music is taking over the spotlight, really from African American music, because it's a better music right now. Everything goes in cycles. And now the African is finally picking up the mantle. And I easily say the best music is coming out of Africa. Whether it be Nigeria, whether it be Kenya. I put Kenya up on the levels as a Nigeria. The music that I hear coming out of Kenya is outstanding. Like, wow, this shit is awesome.
And I was just saying that, yeah. I was just saying that Angelique has been given the Grammys probably because she was also married to one Mzungu. His name is Jean Hebrel. Hebrel sounds like an Israeli name or something like that. Jean.
It's Ashkenazi. He's an Ashkenazi.
This is the Hebrel. He goes by the name Hebrel. Jean Jonah Hebrel. That is the name of these.
I want to see sniffing his tail at night.
Probably is.
I'm sure it's cut off.
You would surprise Kitty didn't know they probably do have those tails on them. So
that was Joey we got. That was Joey we got. Katie didn't know that was Joey. That was Joey. That's what Joey like. And the thing, she put up her dress all proud of her tail. Had no idea. There's a lot of things you got no clue about because you were too busy learning Christian nonsense in school.
And geography.
And geography.
And geography.
And geography as well. And anyhow, that is he's not Ashkenazi. He's actually French. John Hebrel is French. That is what they do say from this particular husband. But she will be performing. But
that doesn't mean he's not an Ashkenazi, Spike. Remember, the Moors transformed them in Europe to the religion. French, Spanish. That doesn't mean they're not an Ashkenazi. That's where they come from. France, Spain, England, Germany, Russia, Poland. He just a French Ashkenazi.
Just like the ones in South Africa. We also have some in South Africa that we were talking about. So it doesn't mean because in South Africa they are not. It's just it's them still. But she will be performing
at the Ashkenazi South Africa.
She is bound to be performing these it's champion. It's short for champion. So she is bound to be performing at do you call it the Carnegie Hall? She'll be performing at the Carnegie.
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 When the wicked bastards, the Rockefeller Rothschilds that run the world, Carnegie Hall. You can ask Andrew Carnegie. Carnegie Hall.
That is why I see she's bound to be performing these particular weekend. They will be taking her music and using it for whatever purpose and also distorting what talent actually have. If they haven't already done that, and using her music perhaps for other reasons that they.
I never heard of her.
You don't know about? You do. I have played her music a lot of times, and I think you know this particular jam. Let me play a snippet, then we shall leave and go on to more matters of what is happening.
What's her name again?
Angelique Kidjo. She's from the 80s.
I don't remember you.
She's from the 80s.
She's from the.
Yeah.
She's from Haiti?
I'm saying from the 80s, 1980s. That is where she from the era.
Well, damn, I was too young then, and African music wasn't big in the 80s.
And in the 90s as well. I know you have heard this one. That's the jam, kid. You probably have heard this song.
I've heard that one. Yeah, I know who it was. Yes, of course, I've heard that jam. Yeah, I've heard that.
So that's Angelique, and like I said, she of course have sold out to these Mzungu, and they still try to put her on a pedestal and everyone else and tell everyone else this is what you should be like. This is what you should do to get some Grammys. Marry a white man and get some Grammy. But anyhow. We should be leaving that and going into the matters of all.
African learns to value his own self. That's what we're talking about. Bringing back self-pride. Joby has it correct. Why do we need the Europeans to validate us? It's like we're children. It's like you need the validation from your parents. Mommy, please look at me. Did I do a good job, Mommy? Did I do a good job, Mommy?
Yeah, it's approved.
Yes, you did. Yeah, did I do a good job, Mommy? Please. Can I have another bowl of ugali, Mommy, please?
He's asking a question. He's asking, could it be a sign that the frequency on the planet is increasing as African music is becoming popular? Because when he first came to England,
that's a good analogy, General Mosquito, about the frequency. Because African music is so good now. It's amazing how good it is. I mean, it's so.
Jamming.
If Africans actually had money and controlled the resources of Africa, everybody in Kenya who's doing music would probably be wealthy right now because it's that good. It's that. When Spike plays music from Kenya, it blows my mind how good it is. I'm like, God damn, that's good.
Jamming.
I'm like, good God. You know, I couldn't go 30 years ago listen to African music. It was horrible. But it's so good. And I'm like, wow, this is
But we still
shamefully good.
we still had some few nice songs. You remember when you were talking about Michael Jackson starting something, he had sampled that song from Cameroon. Was it Cameroon? Yeah, I think he had
Cameroon.
sampled, he had sampled
Cameroon.
that song from Cameroon from some artist in Cameroon,
Yeah, he
Manu
did.
Dibango.
He did, but
Yeah. There was
but it
some
just
nice.
wasn't. It just wasn't on the level it is now, Spike. It's the talent of Africa now is almost ubiquitous. Kenya, Nigeria, South Africa, it's ubiquitous. It's really, really good. It's really good. I mean, really, really good. Like Salty Soul, they should have won like 20 Grammys by now.
should.
That's how good they are.
They should.
That's how good they are.
They have a
Actually,
new jam.
one of them has been signed on a certain label. It is a 50 million like label track for 3 years. Yeah, a deal of 50 million for 3 years right now.
Okay.
I don't know, but they're really nice. But they put up a new song which is known as the Bald Men Anthem, and the Bald
And a new
Bald
one.
Men.
They have a new one actually today.
I haven't had the new one, but I was saying there was a Bald Men Anthem, and it's also really jamming. We shall be playing that sometimes. But I was talking about the Lagos Fashion Week. Thank you so much, Sister Stephanie Bosman, for joining us on the show. You're saying hi, family, hi to you too, sister.
Hi.
I hope that you all doing fantastic today.
How you doing, Stephanie?
We
How's everything in North Carolina, sister?
We do appreciate you for joining us. Yeah, she is from North Carolina, I remember. And thank you so much for joining us on the broadcast. It's always
It's cold up here in Tennessee. I'm in Knoxville. It's winter up this bitch. Whoa!
We have a sister from Tallahassee as well. If I'm not, you say Tennessee, also from Tennessee. I think from Tennessee.
I'm in Tennessee.
Oh.
I'm in Tennessee. You know, Tallahassee's in Florida, Spikes.
No, I think I was confusing Tallahassee with there's a sister. What's her name? Stacey Thomas. Yeah, she's from Tallahassee, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, she's from Tallahassee.
So thank you so much, sister, for joining us. We were talking about Lagos and what is happening in Lagos. There has been there is what we do call the Lagos Fashion Week, just like New York Fashion Week, or like these other different. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, just even the Nairobi also do have Nairobi Fashion Week.
do.
But this is a platform that has been used to bring African creatives together, and of course, regardless of these changes to the flow because of the COVID-19, the Lagos Fashion Week has come back, and at its core, it remains the same: a platform for designers to showcase their work to a global and a local audience.
I love African patterns. I love when Africans go back to their roots and design African styles. I love African styles.
Especially that kente. What do you call it? Is it called the kente pattern or the kente?
It's my kente cloth.
Yeah, the kente cloth. Yeah, from Ghana. The kente cloth from Ghana. When they that's the Ashanti.
Yeah, that's the Ashanti tribe. It's not really just Ghana. It's really just a tribe of the Ashanti people there. So it's not the whole Ghanaian country. It's actually just really one tribe, the Ashanti. But those patterns, we call it kente. Those patterns were ubiquitous in Africa. Even East Africa lost a lot of it because they were invaded first over there by Kenya and Ethiopia and Tanzania. So a lot of that culture was lost because that was the first wave of the invasions coming from Asia and Asia Minor, European. So a lot of that dress code had been lost. You see more of the dress code in Central and West Africa than you do East Africa. Because of the invasions that came to the East first. A lot of that cultural, maybe the Maasai, where you got a lot of African patterns as well. But
Maasai has a preserved their style. Sister Stacey, Sister Stephanie, you're saying I have a good weekend. Have a good weekend to you too, and of course enjoy yourself. And the general also saying a peace to the melanin goddess. what is happening is that they're having a good opportunity for designers to showcase their content and also show what they have. This year it has been held digitally because not many people would of course have been able to travel and are meeting in Lagos, but I believe fashion can be used as a tool to bring people together, just like music. Music is also another strong tool that can be used to bring people together and show that there are no differences in terms of how you are and as an African person.
Nobody asks you what tribe you are, like Katie's right. Nobody asks you what tribe you're from when you're jamming to a hit, Spike. What tribe are you?
Yeah, people forget the tribalism and nonsense for
when they are having fun.
and focus on the music. But I do believe yes, there's also a lot of potential in fashion being used to push unity and also to bring people together, and that is exactly what is happening in Lagos, which is actually.
Well, I think that's always a good luck for Africans not to be ashamed to be we've been made to be ashamed to be African. That everything like when we first got Joby, my ancestors was bad. They were Keith. No, they were not. Your ancestors were brilliant, loving people. I think showing our fashion brings pride back in Africa as African people. Be unapologetically African. Don't be ashamed. I'm not ashamed to be African because I know my history. Once you know your history, you have no shame in being African because you come from a very powerful, rich,